morning, everybody. Ooh. We do not own any rights to this music. You should see it down there, but I'll put it up there anyway. I hope you love me, 'cause all I want is time with you and don't need nothing more. Oh, this was the vibe. I remember this song.
Uh-huh.
That's a good
That's black barbecue music right there.
Uh-huh. I love from that person's face. Where you have been, well, I'm so proud of you. So attracted to you. Come on now. You're so damn good to me. And everything you do to side yourself. Oh, I'm so loved. Will you come in, say hi to us, let us know you here. I know my school is going to call. They call every Sunday at 6.
Right.
Make sure we coming to work on Monday. We coming. Let me activate this Facebook page so I can interact with everybody on these comments.
Let's go. Got a lot to say about this.
We got a lot to say. We got our strawberry
got a lot to
soda.
Say. Not, man. Y'all fancy. Y'all fancy.
We
I just
fancy.
finished my big old cup of ginger ale.
Go get you a long stem. Drink you some soda out your wine glass. I feel like a breath of fresh air. I'm gonna get some people some. I ain't got no okay, so you love your page too, so I'm not hitting the comments on your page. And you actually have my page, so they can see something. I don't think it's gonna come up here. They come up here that time. Do y'all remember this old jam? Let us know. Hey guys. Hello. Anything for you. I ain't got no job branches, but I got try to get them job branches. Hey guys, hey.
All right.
Hey. What's up? Yes. We in here today. Happy Sunday to everybody. Thank you for joining us today. We're trying to start on time and try to get some of this preliminary stuff out of the way. Sometimes it works, sometimes it don't work. So we ain't worry about that. Just go ahead and do the thing. So I put my glasses on so I can see a little bit. Let me see how much it's gonna help right now. There you go. Okay. So we want to welcome everybody that's here to the show today. Ask you to tag and share anybody that can come on and let us know. Let them know that we're up here. Let them know that we're up here. We're ready to go and start. If you see this on my personal page, I have it on my personal page. I'm gonna just to go ahead and say this because a lot of people couldn't see it. They're claiming they can't. They don't know how to find us. So I have it on my personal page today, so you can tag and share that. But if you tag and share, if you want to see the comments that's going out through the whole conversation that we're having, you have to go to Tanisha and Shakir's page or to a page that's originally shared on, or we would not be able to see your comments. We had people that were following us in the beginning when we started, and we know they didn't drop off, but we were not ignoring anything that they were saying. We just couldn't see their comments because they were on a page that was shared by somebody else, so we couldn't see that. So we want to make sure we acknowledge that out right now. So, is there anything else
about that part?
Mm-hmm.
No,
not on that.
You know we wouldn't ignore y'all.
No,
you
we
already know that.
But we just couldn't see the comments that was up there. Another thing, you may hear my dog barking in the background. I have him outside, so he's out there barking. So that's on that. I guess what we can do now is just go ahead and do our disclaimer thing. Any people that want to give any shout outs, put them in the comments. You're more than welcome. Any birthdays, anniversaries, or anything like that. And I guess your kid just opened up our business stuff.
We don't have no business. You know, our disclaimers, we always say, I am not a therapist. Okay, we always come up here giving our unpopular opinion. Mm-hmm. Okay, we don't share our business. We just up here talking, girl and guy. We just chilling with you guys on a Sunday afternoon, getting ready for the work week. Okay, yes. We want to give a shout out to you for your birthday. Happy April to you. Happy spring to you. All those good things and all that in between. Happy anniversary and all of that. Okay, if you celebrating, we on the rah with you. And all those good things, you know what I'm saying? And we do have guests that are licensed to do what they do. And when they introduce themselves, they're going to tell you all about that, okay? But Tanisha and I, you know, our advice that we give, child, we just be up here and we just be saying what we feel, okay? So we can't be diagnosing, writing prescriptions, you know, all that. Because, you know, we go through our little whatnots ourselves, you know what I'm saying? So we just want to be putting that out there.
Yeah, so now that we got that all done, this is an adult conversation. So make sure y'all understand, like she said, we are not, what was that adult conversation? We didn't even on the ticker. We are not therapists.
Right.
We're not this. We're just giving y'all a popular opinion. Mm-hmm. And we do, well, like I said, we do want you all to be able to share this out here so that people can get this interesting conversations that we're having up here. Mm-hmm. And we're happy to have Chad up here again. Y'all probably say y'all had him up here all the time, but we do. We enjoy his conversation.
Yeah, and people be telling us, like, when y'all going to have such and such back or whatever. So, but we are going to start having a mixture of different people. So, you know, especially in May, we're going to have some women that coming through with their strong minds and opinions and all of that. So get ready for that. So it's
get ready. So I guess what we can do is go ahead on and let Chad open this up. And so we're going to do with this topic tonight, Chad. Okay, that's fine. Chad, what you got?
Okay, thank you so much, ladies, for having me back on. It is always a pleasure and an honor to be up here with you guys, and it's always fun. It's both. It definitely is. So, introducing to some and reintroducing to others, I am Chad Nails. I'm a certified life, relationship, and identity coach based out of New Jersey. I'm also a certified psychoanalyst, cognitive behavioral treatment specialist, and neurolinguistic programmer with a specialty in professional PTSD counseling as well. And just an all-around cool guy for the most part. Before I even go any further, definitely, just as you guys put your disclaimers out, any information that I give out here is purely from, not in the form of me being a licensed therapist. I am not. I am a certified counselor and coach. So that is where my profession and my expertise comes from.
Okay. All right, guys. So we got it. There it is. Now you know. We're just up here doing entertainment, having an adult conversation. So I guess what we can do now is, like we talked about last time, we try to find out what was in the street or what's in the know. Anything up in the know? Different or new other than the new judge?
Oh, well, kudos to her. That was major.
Yes.
That was really good.
Yes. Not that I know of. Do you know of?
No, I don't know anything new in the street. What about you, Chad? But the judge, that was major. You know, that was good. You know,
anything else new or big happening right now? Off the top of my head, no, not really. everything seems to have cooled down over the last week or two. So
Yeah, they took us early about a roof, but that's all right. Hello, Roderick. How are you today? Okay, so what we're gonna do is let's see. Ooh, can we see all the comments? Oh wow. Ooh, I can't fucking
Yeah,
think.
it's just me putting everything in
Oh,
there.
I know, but I'm trying to see. There we go. I was trying to get the comments so we can see what's going on. All right, Chad. So we got you here today. We're so glad that you're here with us. So now we're going to get this conversation started. So what are we talking about? All right, Miss Kia. What we
now
got? Interesting
this
conversation.
now okay, so y'all gave me one, and then y'all brought me two. Then y'all
Yeah.
gave me a second one, and then
Yeah,
I was
bring
like,
it
well,
on.
I can really do either one. So it was really kind of on y'all. So the original subject that you had me doing was when you know you're in love, right? That was the original part. And then the second one was talking about jealousy. Now, since y'all brought that to me and I brushed up on it, I do have a lot to share on that. So we
Let's
can
go.
talk about that.
All right. Y'all ready?
You ready?
We ready.
All right. So this this thing called jealousy, a lot that you have a lot of people that wrap it around a lot of different things. One of the more recent changes that's happening is that people align jealousy and envy as being the same thing. It's actually when it's actually not.
Mhm.
They're related, but they're actually pretty distinct in and of themselves. Now, specifically when it comes to jealousy, that is not just debunking one big thing. It is not actually a single emotion. It is a name that we give to several emotions that can be happening simultaneously, centering around anger, centering around anxiety, nervousness, shame, sadness. It can be a few different combinations or all of those emotions in one thing, in one gesture, and typically it is assigned to a person's either real or perceived perception that there is something that they lack that somebody else has,
Mm-hmm.
that they wish to possess. And in most cases it gets a really bad rap, but I'll get into why that's not entirely true towards the later part of the conversation. Typically with jealousy, you're looking at what happens in relationships if somebody comes around and you have a significant other, and somebody that they might be attracted to comes around and you perceive them as being basically superior to you. So one of the core things behind jealousy is that you are in competition with someone or something, and you feel you are losing or you feel you are inadequate to it. That's where that comes from. That's really where that comes from. You could end up being angry about it. You could end up being sad about it. It could give you anxiety. It can make you anxious. It can make you nervous. It can make you uh, even react explosively to it. It could enrage you. So what people would need to understand big about jealousy is that nine, no, I was about to be nice. 10 times out of 10, it's you.
Mm-hmm.
10 times out of 10, it's you. Even in the case where somebody is intentionally trying to push your buttons or this, that, and the third, you have to understand that they wouldn't even have those buttons wouldn't be there to push if you didn't have them. You know what I'm saying? So it's
Mm-hmm.
like it's your thing. If they know that this is an area that you are insecure in, or if they feel like this is an area that you don't have a lot of confidence in, and if they wanted to be mean, if they wanted to be, complete assholes about it, and they know that about you, they know exactly what buttons to push, but those are your
Right.
buttons.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
All right, those are your triggers. So if you feel like you're not, the prettiest woman in the room, and you're with your guy, and this other woman that you perceive as being prettier than you walks in, you will be on her like a hawk. Like, oh, is she coming by? She better not sit over here by me and my guy. She better not say this. She better not look. Don't let her strike up no type of conversation. Nothing. He can't go to the bathroom if she goes in the same direction. And you'll come up with all of these things. You'll come up with all these scenarios. And even if they realistically happen, it's not for you to go to the all-out extreme to try and resolve that. What at the end of the day, what jealousy is saying to you is you feel that there is something that needs to change and you haven't changed it. And you're mad at yourself because you haven't.
Oh,
Or you're sad because you haven't, or you're anxious because you haven't, or you're anxious because you're not sure how to change it. You might want to have more money or have better clothes, and somebody comes in wearing the level of clothes that you'd like, and you feel insecure because you know you don't have what it is that you want, but you're seeing it in front of you. And so it stirs stuff up in you. All right. But at the end of the day, and again, you're gonna hear me say real or perceived a lot, because it can be a very real thing, as in something that is, healthy for you to want that you realize that you don't have, or it can be something that you want that isn't necessarily good for you, but you see other people having it and you still pursue it. Desire is at the core of that. Whether or not that desire is being met, realistically or even in a perceived sense, is really based on where you're at and what effort you're really putting into it. So that's a big thing. You'll see jealousy get spoke of mainly when it comes to romantic or professional endeavors, right? Your partner at a law, you're at a law firm, you're trying to make partner, and somebody gets partner before you, right? You're gonna feel some type of way. Anybody is going to feel some type of way. You might end up feeling happy for them, but the fact that you were pursuing that position and it was not given to you, even if it's for a split second, you're going to feel some type of way that you didn't get it. All right. Now, what you do with that afterwards, that's the key. That's the real key. Do you stay and dwell in it and get all huffy and puffy about it? Do you resort to extremes, and now you're thinking like, oh, I hope they fall off a cliff when they go to the retreat for the partner things, so then I'll be next up. But people do wild things when it comes to that, if it's unchecked. But because it's an emotion, like any other emotion, it can be checked. It can be regulated if you choose to do so. And one of the first things that I would advise, dipping into my coaching and counsel bag when it comes to that, is to understand that you are not truly in competition with anyone or anything. You have your path, you have your pace. Dipping into my metaphysical bag a little bit, you have your path and you have your pace, to follow and stuff like that. And so the only competition that you have is with yourself at the end of the day. Now, if you do happen to be in a very real situation where there isn't a competition up for a partner, it's not for you to be jealous. At the end of the day, it's for you to simply figure out, what is it that I'm looking at this situation as far as saying to me that I want that I don't have, and am I putting forth effort to obtain what that thing is? If you want more money out of your job, but you're not pursuing it, you're going to stay jealous. You will stay jealous and pissy and resentful and all that stuff. But if you start putting forth the effort, you're asking for raises, you're asking for projects, you're doing a good job, and at the end of the day, they recognize that hard work in the stand third, and they're like, yo, such and such, you've been doing your thing. Here's the raise that you asked for. Now guess what? There's nothing to be jealous of now. Because you did it. You did it. You want to be better. You want to be better looking. Don't eat so much junk food. Go to do a push up.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You want better hair. Research. You want better results for your hair. This, that, and the third. This did not come by accident. I researched what to put in my beard to make it look all sexified like it does.
It takes a lot of time.
It's something, but you know what is worth it, and I can come out, I comb it, I brush it, I get it all conditioned up and stuff like that. Now I walk outside and there could be fuller beards walking past me. There could be silkier looking beards walking past me. I don't care because I did the work to get this. And I'm happy with this. And when you're happy with the place that you're at and you do the work to get to that place where you are content, not complacent,
Right.
and not blissfully ignorant, but truly content and consciously content with where you're at, there's nothing to be jealous. There's nothing to be jealous about. If you're confident in that area and you're secure in that area and you secure your shit in that area,
Mm-hmm.
there's nothing for you to compare it to because you're happy with what you're at, with where you're at. And thus jealousy is maintained, it's conquered.
You know what? That's good that you're saying that, because we was talking about two different topics. We was talking about the relationship part, then we was talking about the jealousy. But all of it ties in, whether the relationship or jealousy or in their personal life. But one thing I like that you said you have to work to get to it. So whether it's anything in life or whatever, I'm gonna stop naming different things and say whatever change or whatever situation in life, if you're working to get towards it, it's no need for you to have that level of something else that you compare yourself to somebody else. This is the level I'm working up to. Whether it's a job, whether it's something that you want, whether it's a relationship, if what my level working up to is not matching up with that person, guess what? Any for me to be jealous because you may be just too much for me anyway.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? He may just be too much for me anyway. You know what I'm saying? Let me back up. Let me look at something. Because if I'm working too much to get to you, you may be too much. Because who's to say that you require all that anyway? You know what I'm saying? You may be just saying how much I can do. Then I'm thinking you were 20, and I get to you and I did all this work and you were 5.
Right. And sometimes
That's exactly it.
Breaks. You know what I'm saying? We gotta pump our own
pump
brakes.
these brakes out. You know what I'm saying? A little bit at a time. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, okay. I mean, just like anything else, just like you saying, you working your beard out. Just like, with me, if I'm working on something, I'm gonna give you something I can attach with it. If I'm working on my weight, because I had lost all this weight. If I'm working trying to gain my weight back, I'm trying to get my weight on this, manage my weight. Okay, I gotta work it a little bit at a time. But my friend said, eat peanut butter, eat this. I can't go and start eating all that stuff, because when I start gaining all that weight back at one time, guess what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna go over what I should have done. Then I'm gonna have to lose the weight back down to get to where I'm at.
Exactly.
So, and just like you're saying, but not just saying the jealousy by itself, but just working on you so you can get to where you need to be. But what the people talking about? If somebody's jealous of what you have, or you not trying to be jealous of what nobody else have, like you said, just park your brake and stay in your lane. You're gonna get what you need to have, no matter what it is you're trying to have. If you're trying to work on yourself, trying to get yourself together, you're trying to work in a relationship, trying to get that together. If I found out if I work on myself, then the people that are around me, if that energy is good for them, they're gonna stay. If it's not, they're gonna leave. It's not gonna be no jealousy there, because they ain't gonna have time to compete with that. I ain't got time for that. That's not what it's gonna be about.
But you know what? Let me tell you something that's really, 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 really personal, right? But it's had to do something with jealousy. But it's really, really personal. It's okay. So my daughter is and there's a lot of women that go through this. My daughter is my 7th child. Okay, my 7th pregnancy, but my only child. Okay. So, and then after that, I think I had maybe 3 more after her. Okay. So when it came to jealousy, because as I was listening to you, I was like, I deal with a lot of jealousy. So as you can see, as I would see pregnant women, do you know I carried jealousy in my heart for years on top of years on top of years, because I always wondered why God just would not give me. In my mentality, I wasn't going to have a kid unless I was married to that man. So when I wasn't married to her father, I said, well, I'm not going to get pregnant again until I get remarried. So when I got remarried, tried again or whatever. Couldn't do it. So I would always see pregnant women, and I had such a resentment. I was just so angry, because I could not, it wouldn't work out for me. So I had this jealousy in my heart. And then, especially if I would see women who mistreated children, okay, on the news, or would kill them, or, you know what I'm saying, would harm them, hurt them, or whatever. And I would always be like, well, God, and all these women, you just let them keep having them. But here I am, me and my husband, we want and we can't have. It was when I had already set a time frame. I said, okay, if our kids, because my husband had kids, if our kids reach high school, then I don't want no kids then. Because, they old now. I don't want to start over. It was when they reached high school is when all of those feelings disappeared, because I had already set it in my mind that I didn't want any kids then.
Mm-hmm.
But for all of those years, I carried that in my spirit. I was mad and I was jealous. I mean, every time I saw a pregnant woman, I was like, oh God. Or when my friends was pregnant, I had a low-key jealousy for them. Because they were pregnant and not me.
But you know what?
And I can laugh at it now because I can remember in my heart how I felt. Like I was still happy for them, on one side of me. And I didn't hate them. I didn't wasn't like not happy for them. But you know what I'm saying?
You was wondering when it's going to be my turn.
Yeah, why can't it be me? Like, what's wrong with my womb? Like, and now when I think about how I am with kids and my patience, I was like, oh, Lord, you saved me.
But you work with kids every day.
I know. We're not going to talk about that because God saved me and my patience. I'm telling you.
You work with kids
and
every
I'm
day.
like, Lord, save me, because he already knew with this 19 and this 20 and this 24-year-old, he already knew starting over was not going to put up with me. So he saved me from that,
Kid, you gave a very textbook example. You gave a very textbook example of what it is. At the center of that was your desire, right? In this case, it was your desire to have a child. That having that desire being unmet in your life, but seeing it being met in everything else around you, it evoked an emotional response where it's like, what is it? Why can't I? So you did one of two things happens when you have that to resolve jealousy. You either work to, and both of them require work. You either work to obtain and realize the desire, or you work to release it. In your case, you did one, which then allowed you to do the other. You released the want, and which is the case of the other kids going to high school. And at that point, you were just like, okay, you know what, I'm gonna let it go. But that also emotionally and mentally, and dare I say even spiritually, freed you to be able to say, oh snap, I can have kids now. And there you have it.
Can you imagine if it was to happen now, how crazy I would go? I would be probably super mad with God. I would be like, what?
If you hadn't had a baby yet?
If I have one now.
Oh, no, see, that's what I tell y'all. And then a lot of my girlfriends, my age and over, they having kids. And my prayer is, please, I don't want to do that. Whatever, please, I can't do it. It wouldn't be good.
More God. All I'm gonna say to that is more power to them. All right, I'm in my early 40s now. I have a 10-year-old, I have an 8-year-old, I have one of each. I got a girl and a boy. I'm good.
Shoot.
I buy a car seat or have you got some milk and some Pampers, but
I'm super good.
None. That's not me.
I see people with more kids. There's nothing for me to get jealous of. It's not something I want. It is not a desire.
That's you sure beat me on that.
I'm definitely not getting jealous.
I'm happy, and this is exactly it. I'm happy. I'm secure with where I'm at. Being a father of two, being a father to one girl, one boy. I'm content with that. There is nothing for me. People ask me, do I want more kids? I was like, at one point in time, yeah, but I
Mhm.
don't. I'm good. I got the two that I got, and when that
Mhm.
happened,
Yeah.
something in me changed, and I acknowledged that change. I was
Mhm.
like, I had my two, and I was like, I'm good. Like I'm really good. And that's really what needs to happen. If you find yourself getting jealous about anything and everything, it is directly indicative of the fact that you are not secure with your position at
Mhm.
all.
Yeah.
They're directly proportionate to each other. The more secure you are, the less room there is for jealousy.
Mhm. And I
The
Wow.
just
more
don't.
the more insecure, the higher the lack of confidence, the more insecure you are, the easier it is for you to become jealous about any and everything, real or perceived.
Mhm.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Right? Now, the good part about jealousy, and this is the kind of like the advanced learning thing that I was mentioning earlier that I was going to say. The good part about jealousy is that when it does happen, it affords you an opportunity to assess your wants,
Mhm.
Mm-hmm.
whether it is real or perceived, again, whether it is actually that is something that's factually happening, or if it's just in your head. That's one. The other, even more important facet that allows you to assess is whether what you are pursuing or what it is that you want is healthy or unhealthy. All right.
Mm-hmm.
The Bible, I use this Bible scripture a lot when it comes to this subject. And it says that everything is permissible, but not everything is beneficial. And in essence, what that's saying is that people can want whatever they want. All right. I could wake up tomorrow and be like, I want to run as fast as Usain Bolt. I'm 41. I'm 41. I'm 6'3". I'm 300 pounds. I'm not built nothing close to Usain Bolt. I don't have the genetics. I haven't done the training. I don't have it. But I could wake up tomorrow and look at him and be like, dang, why can't I move as fast as Usain Bolt? And that is unhealthy for me. That man started training 20 some odd years ago, if not further away. He's still younger than me and he's about to retire. So for me to be like, oh man, why can't I do it? Why can't I do it? I'm literally not built to do it. I'm literally not. I come
Mhm.
from I come from a family of tanks, not planes. We're built sturdy and thick. We're not built light. None of us.
Mhm.
All right. So me understanding the reality of where I'm at. Could I get faster than what I am right now? Sure. Absolutely. Could I be at my age? Could I be record setting speed like Usain Bolt? No. No,
Mm-hmm.
that's just real. That's just realistic, and I'd probably kill myself trying to do it.
Yeah. And that's what happens. Because what we like you saying, we gotta acknowledge that change, acknowledge. Gotta acknowledge what it is that we really want, within that. So we won't be jealous or have an envy on whatever the situation is. And then if we do become jealous or envy on something, it's something that's missing from outside of that. Do we know what it is that's missing? You know what I'm saying? And
It's
um
worth it. It's worth it to you to find out, I would say.
yeah, and it will. And then sometimes you don't know that you are being jealous until that actually happens.
Yeah.
You didn't know that was actually there until you start acting out or you start, saying something in certain different ways. I said, you acting jealous, ain't you? Like, I am.
You really don't think people know that they are jealous?
Some
But
some
some
people do
people
not
do.
pay attention.
It just
I'm
depends on
not
the
going to say that it doesn't happen, but some people
situation.
don't pay attention.
Some people, I mean, if I'm acting jealous, okay, I'm just gonna give you a situation, a scenario. Okay, say for instance, back in the day when we was in high school, that could be the more clearest, safest thing I can say right now. When we was in high
Okay.
school,
You said safest.
That is
right? When
that is a breeding ground. High school is a breeding ground for jealousy. Come on with it.
huh?
High
What you say?
school is a breeding ground for jealousy, but come on.
Oh, we was in high school, and you used to date this guy in high school, a girl in high school, and then somebody else used to like him. All you had to do was walk past a chick that said that she liked the guy that you was dating. That's how she should feel. That she liked the guy that you was dating. You had an attitude, you looking all cross-eyed and all this and that. You know, you upset with the other girl because she said she thought your guy was cute. And I was upset with her. You know what I'm saying? So listen, but the girl ain't got nothing to do with you, Tanisha. She ain't saying that to you. All she said was the guy was cute. But she said my guy was cute. I don't want nobody to say my guy's cute. Yeah, I know he cute. I know he look good, but keep that in your head. Don't say that out your mouth. It should have been a compliment that, oh, you got a nice looking guy, all well like that. But it was an insecurity in me because as you know, as being a teenager in high school, say, okay, you know what? If she think he cute, maybe he may not be my boyfriend next week. He might like her. You know what I'm saying?
Uh-huh.
That's it, you know,
Uh-huh.
scenario. Even though that could be factors that people think of now, but I'm an adult now.
That's part of what happens.
But just using it as a factor, then it's like, okay, I was jealous. Okay, why was I jealous? Because what did she have that I thought
Was she cute? Was she cute?
I don't know. I mean, well, she looked okay, but she had some.
Okay, better question.
Okay.
Do you think your boyfriend would have viewed her as cute? That's the better question.
Do I think my boyfriend would? I don't know what the boy would have did back then. Y'all was young back then.
But those are the things that you add. Those are the things. Of course, you don't think of that as a teenager, but those are the things that you ask yourself when you're in a situation like that.
Yeah, you're right. You're right. But okay, you're absolutely right. But see, I wouldn't think of that as being jealous, but basically it is.
But it is.
If you think that somebody else can come and get something better than what you have, and you're not secure in what you're doing, that is a form of jealousy.
There it is.
So then, guess it was. That's what I was saying. My girlfriend, you judge, acting jealous. Like I never thought about it that way. All I thought about was maybe she need to stop saying he cute for getting his head. Then next thing I know, he be dating her next week and won't be dating me. Period.
Hold on. It says that
What happened?
I think it says, hold on one second. It says that we're not live. It blocked our video because of the music. So do we want to stop and start? And start from where we are?
Because it says somebody's up there. So we're not live at all?
It's me that's up there from my page.
Wow.
But it said it 30 minutes ago.
But it's on YouTube though, but it's not on the Facebook one.
It's not on Facebook. So if we want to continue, we can continue. We can just restart it.
Let me see.
Okay.
What is showing up here?
That's because you live, period, from
Oh my goodness.
But it's not live. But we can just continue.
Okay. Somebody let us know if you see us up here. Who is this one person that's up there? Can you see who this one person is? Is you? Ah. Oh my, let me see, because I have it on my page too. So let's see. I was wondering what, because Roderick was just up there a few minutes ago, but he's not up there right now.
It gave me a message, see.
Oh my goodness. See, that's why I was saying how Facebook do stuff. So this is a form of jealousy too.
Yeah.
So
I get it.
Look, right on time, right?
This is a form of jealousy. We can't even get our dog on such way. I said we didn't own any rights to the music, so what is that supposed to do?
You sure did.
Mm-hmm.
Man.
That's how they do.
So I think we're gonna probably have to switch over to just straight over YouTube or something else, because even if we see how we still using StreamYard and it's still blocking.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Wow. So YouTube, if you see us up here and you see how this stuff is going, see how stuff is going with us. Wow. So what do you think we need to do, guys? Go back out and come back in? Or will we be able to share it? I can't even get onto my regular page. Let me see, can I get onto my regular page? How do you get off that? It won't even let me get onto me.
Let's see. Hold on.
It's still saying it's long.
It'll say you live, but it's not showing it. It's not showing it to anybody.
Let me see. Hey. Which one? It's just
It's
not.
not going to show it to anybody.
Oh, it's not going to show it until we finish.
It's not. Oh wow. Okay.
You're saying, okay,
Yeah.
I got what you're saying.
Okay.
So what's the deal, y'all? This stuff is turning us up.
But anyway,
Gotta love technology.
yeah,
Yes.
I would just hit in and start and just pick up where we are.
Let me see. Can you see us? See my dog acting up. Well, since we can't send it, play all my music I want to. Facebook, how about that? Yeah, shut that whole thing down.
So anyway,
Lord. So what we do? You want to start over, Chad? I mean,
we
not
don't
start
have to
over.
start from the beginning because we've
No,
been
just-
up here 40 minutes.
Yes.
We can.
Yeah, that's. Yeah, we just to get y'all back on the air and stuff. We can start. We can stop and start. Yeah.
I would just end and hit live, and then that way we could just get the viewers back.
Yeah, because Roger's trying to let me know if he can see us up here. Roger, let us know if you can
He
see us
probably
up here.
can see us, but can't get onto it because that's how Jay said last time. He
He
couldn't,
couldn't get on. He couldn't get it. Oh wow.
That's why it won't show nobody the whole time we were up
Their
there.
comments up there. Oh Lord. Okay, so this is what we'll do. We won't be able to lose anybody. It'll just go off and come back, I guess.
Okay.
Would it? Hey, my
I believe.
comments as soon as I post.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yes, but it says in my comments I remove as soon as I post them. Okay. So can you see us now? Can you see us now?
So if he can't.
Yeah, they
comment,
took the
it's best-
comments off. So I don't know what that was about. Hey,
It's best
yeah.
to just remove it, end it, and restart it because we can't see no comments. It's not letting anybody comment.
She said he can see us. It's not showing up who. You
So
know
we
what it
can't
might be?
interact with anybody, T. So we might as well start and restart. Stop
Okay.
and restart.
All right. So we're gonna come back on, guys. We're gonna do it again. We can still. You think we still use the same? We can't use the same. What's the name? I might give him another ID. Okay, we're gonna try something else, guys. Stick with us. We're coming right straight back.